video background participants mute.
Got it. Okay.
1 second, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, we're recording.
Okay, brilliant. Where are the settings?
Just touch your screen and then down, or touch the screen with you on it, and then yeah. And I think it toggles through it. It scrolls through different settings, so you can have. Is that better?
Oh no, I just want to remove pin.
And then try putting your phone vertical.
Oh no, I've got a laptop set up and just choose virtual background. Brilliant.
Oh, got it. Okay.
That's it. So I just want off, none, and now you should be able to see my handsome son.
Yay!
There we go.
How are you, man?
Right. I'm also going to try and connect the audio to a speaker that I've got set up as well, because it's a laptop speaker. Otherwise, give me a sec.
No problem.
Speakers. Okay, how's that sounding?
I mean, it sounds fine. I can hear you.
Okay, brilliant. I think we're ready to go then in that case.
Cool, fantastic. Hey, Sol, how are you?
Rick, this is Sol. Can you hear Sol? Can you hear okay? I wonder if we can get better sound.
Yeah, his voice is a little quiet, but I'm sure we can manage.
There we go. Say hello then. Can you see his face on that? Can you see your face?
Yeah.
There we go. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for agreeing to spend some time with us. This is an absolutely great opportunity, and I just want to leave you and Sol alone. We're going to record it, and call me if you need me. But I'm just going to sit back and let you guys get on.
No, it's great. My parents told me about the story, and it just really took me back, and for Sol to be doing this at such a young age is fantastic. Do you have any other musicians in your family?
Well, Dad was in a band when he was a teenager, but I never got a gig. So we practiced a lot, but I never played in a gig. I can knock out a basic 4/4 beat, but I mainly play guitar.
Oh, that's great. No, I mean, I always say to my daughter, she plays piano a little bit. Even if you don't end up doing it professionally, it'll end up becoming your friend,
Oh,
so yeah.
Especially in dark times as well. I think having music and just switching off and playing my guitar for a while, it gives you a bit of perspective on things, I think.
I think the healing quality is that it keeps you in the moment. You're not thinking about what you could have done better. You're not thinking about what's for dinner, or you're just in the moment. And I think that's a special place for all of us to be.
Definitely, yeah, definitely agree with that. Yeah.
So Ben, I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about what. I know what inspired you, but how did you come to the piece that you built for Sol's prosthetic?
Okay, well, it's we realized quite quickly after talking with not just health professionals, but in my efforts to try and make something better for Sol, I've met a lot of professors in universities, so they were kind of giving me the inside track on what the research is showing, and it isn't to have an expensive bionic hand, but to have something that you can replace hands to do specific tasks. So yes. I wanted to create a framework really, so that we can do things like this. And he's got a special hand just for riding his scooter. There's another one for showing off in school, and he's got his daily kind of metal hand for all the abuse he wants to put through it on the playground. So it's having the right hand on the end cheaply, and so it looks cool as well.
Yeah, because it can get really expensive. I mean, some of the prosthetics out there these days are just ridiculously expensive. I mean, fantastic technology, but it's really not. It's not really accessible to everybody.
It's definitely not, no. And I think that there have been some great attempts with the advent of 3D printing, clubs and things like that to come together. But having something that's durable and strong enough. Sol's been wearing them since he was 2 years old, so if he put his hands out when he fell over, he would use his hands to stop himself. So I had to make something really, really tough. I'm grateful that the technology is there. It's affordable. Anybody can do it. And I give lessons on showing other parents on how to do the same thing. and
That's
saving
cool.
a few £1,000 a year. So yeah, it's really,
No,
really
it's brilliant. And are you making these attachments available to other amputees?
definitely, yeah. So everything that we're going to design that Sol gets benefit from that we've created will be open sourced or on a Google Drive for people to download. So we've
That's brilliant, man. That's really unselfish of you. It's you know, I just love the story, you know, and just the way that you're encouraging him. I think it's really going to take him a long way, you know.
I hope so. Thank you very much. Very, very kind words. But I'll say it's the other way around, to be honest. Sol's taught me, I know. I've learned so much from him, and he's only 6. So I look forward, as he gets older, he'll show me more things we'll learn together. It's a great relationship. Business partner and best friend.
That's fantastic. So Sol, what's your favorite rhythm?
Do you want to show me your favorite rhythm? What's the one that you've been working on? There we go. we don't know any of the names for anything. We've had no formal training. I don't even know if these skins are tightened the way that they should be. I've just kind of done it.
You know what? I personally don't think it matters. I think when you first start playing, it's just about spontaneity and just being able to just get on there. Don't worry about the details. You know, just for him to just play and just develop that syncopation where he can do one thing with one limb and do something else with another limb. You know, I think whether you're a 2-arm drummer or not, you know, depending on what configuration your body sort of predetermines, I think everybody's got a unique way of being able to play something. And I think that's what makes it special. Is, you know, I don't sound like I used to sound, but I started to embrace just a new way, a unique way of playing drums, and I think that was probably the most important shift in my perception.
Did things get pedal heavy though? Did you end up finding that you're using your feet a lot more?
I ended up using my feet. I think I got up to about 5 pedals, you know, for my left foot. But then I realized that I didn't necessarily need all of that. And you know, during the pandemic and everything, I found myself going back to acoustic drums more, and just having a pretty basic sort of setup, you know, and trying to use my hi-hat as my left foot. So you know what I mean? Trying to fill in with your left foot, playing all the left-hand parts with your hi-hat, and it's actually quite convincing. It sounds really good. You know, I'm kind of envious of Sol because, you know, it seems like he's got a lot more shoulder than I've got.
He does. So,
yeah. So.
But when he's you know, getting into the swing of things, I do notice he's just doing it with his right hand. For the beats I've showed him how to use his left hand, he will do them and kind of rehearse them. But naturally, when he's just kind of jamming on his own, he is just using one hand. So I was really hoping today that would rub off on him and kind of encourage him more along that. If he wants to just chuck the prosthetic away and do a one-handed session, I'm always happy with that. But
you know what? However Sol feels happy, I just want to listen to him play a little bit just so I can get familiar. And then maybe what we can do is we can set up you know, we can set up another Zoom if we need to.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
You know, I'd really love to encourage him. I think it's a real success story. You know what I mean? He seems really confident, which is great.
A bit too confident sometimes, but that's I think that comes with the turf when you're 6.
No, I know what you mean. I just hope he carries that forward into the rest of his life.
I hope
Because
so. I mean, we've got
because
Dax
it
as
can-
well, who's learning keyboards. So
Oh,
if we can get
fantastic.
singing as well, and a little maybe Christmas #1 next year.
fantastic. So,
Yeah.
so Sol, just play for me a little bit. I'd love to listen.
The kind of serious beat that you're doing. Dun, 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 dun. And we need to bring a cymbal in there at the end, don't we? Crash, yeah. Very good. Yeah, I don't think the neighbours are terribly impressed, but we tried to keep it down to a couple of hours a day. Another one.
I tell you what, can you play? Do you know any Queen songs?
What did you say, Rick?
Do you know any Queen songs?
We've been working. Yes, we've been.
This one's. I love playing this one because it's really universal, like this.
Yeah. Can you hear? I don't think you can hear that because it's gone quiet on our speakers. Now, can you bass, bass, snare, bass, bass, snare. Bass, bass. Yeah. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Oh, you might help to remove the headline.
There you go. Or you can play it on your tom-toms. You don't even have to use your foot if you don't want. You can go.
All right, yeah. Can you do that one?
That's fantastic, man. It's brilliant.
Thank you very much. You did well, Sol. Sitting a bit too close. I wonder if I can give you an inch back. Try a bit, but you just looked a little bit too crowded on there. How about that? Is that any... Go.
Yeah, sometimes they're bent. Sometimes the sound.
I'm sorry, I'm just waiting for Rick to speak. Sorry, say again, Rick.
Sometimes the sound, it compresses so much on Zoom that you can't necessarily hear things properly.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly switch this on so I can send you a video as well of what we're doing. So I forgot to put the camera on behind me. 2 seconds.
Oh, fantastic.
Right, so right there we go. And I'll just put that there. Right, try again then. So do you want to do your beats again then, dude? Do all 3 the ones that you Try it without using your prosthetic. Just try and can you see if you can do the hi-hat? That's better. That's better.
I always do.
I don't know if you heard that.
Yes, I think you just woke up. Yeah, it's fantastic. So whereabouts are you guys in? Are you in England?
No, in Wales. So we're out on the North Wales coast on Anglesey.
Oh, nice. I used to go down there as a kid. It's beautiful.
It is that we're spoiled for choices because you've got the mountains and the beaches and it's a nice quiet life.
Fantastic. That's
So
really
you're in
good.
California?
Yeah, I settled here in about 1991, and you know, it's just become part of my life, you know. So yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy the weather for sure.
Definitely, that's one thing that we we don't get too much of in North Wales. Nice weather.
So is Sol going? Does he take lessons?
No, not we've kind of worked together on a few bits and pieces that the drummer in my old band has taught me sort of 20 years ago. So other than that, he tries to replicates things that he hears in songs. So he's a really big Foo Fighters fan. So
Oh, cool. Well,
to be able to play Surrender, Pretender, and
well,
and
you
he-
can't go wrong there. Dave, well, I know Dave Grohl. He plays, he plays guitar and sings most of the time. But Taylor, he's a fantastic drummer, a really sweet guy. I've met him a few times. But I think that's good, if he chooses drummers that make him happy, and that he likes to listen to. I think that's a good way to pick up new rhythms, pick up new ideas. Try and listen to as many different drummers as you can. And different styles as well.
Well, we've got heavy 80s influence in this house. So when we've got the speakers on and it's blaring music, we're usually playing power ballads from the 80s. So it's kind of
Fantastic.
that's kind of rub off on him. But you do like some modern bands as well, don't you? Like got the new stuff. You dropped it again. And what do you do if you drop a stick while you're in a performance?
I normally have one pretty close. Are you talking about me or Sol?
Oh yeah, well, we've got a problem sometimes where we get a bit excited and the stick goes flying. So I'm thinking,
Yeah. Oh,
like that.
or you can do this, you can just when you drop it,
Yeah,
you can just catch it in your legs.
all right, try it. Yeah.
And then
There we go. That works for me.
No, I always try and keep one in a stick bag, that's kind of close at hand. So if I do lose one, then I can recover pretty quickly. But yeah, it all the timekeeping goes away when I drop a stick. So sometimes it can be a little challenging. But
another suggestion was we should buy some brushes for some nice quiet practice time.
You know what? Brushes and I actually use the brush sticks a lot when I'm practicing, and that it makes a bit quieter sound,
I'm just thinking we try and jam sometimes with the acoustic, and it's not mic'd up, but it doesn't have a pickup on it. So the brushes and an acoustic and the keyboard together, we might be able to hear each other and try and come up with something that we can practice and play through. But I do believe music, I think, is. Go on, you want to say?
Yeah. What happens if your other stick falls?
Well, both sticks.
Yeah.
Start banging with your hand.
That's it. Yeah, you just or use your head, your forehead.
And the other thing we've noticed as well, because we were looking at some videos as well back in the day. I see only kind of conventional drums. Then do you still play with electric drums as well?
Yeah. Yes. Let me show you. So just take this off the stand for a second. Okay, yeah, so I'm actually doing a bunch of practicing at the moment on this kit. So this is kind of my electronic kit.
Oh, cool.
And it's all set up, for right hand and left foot. So I play the pedals down here, and then I play the pads up top, and then all acoustic cymbals.
Wow.
And then that all runs into a laptop setup, which creates the drum sounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and then
my first experience, because my brother was in a band before me. He was in a punk rock band, and he persuaded my parents to buy a drum machine for Christmas for me. I think I used it for 20 minutes, and then he hijacked it. But I did used to like it. It was nowhere near the same. I remember going around to my friend had a Pearl drum kit. I was like 16, 17. We'd jam in his basement, and every now and then he'd give you 20 minutes on his drums. And it was a great thing. But I never thought that I'd be able to own a drum kit. We were really lucky. It was actually one of Sol's fans that bought him the kit. So we've got a fan
Oh,
in
fantastic.
America who's been following us on LinkedIn, and she saw that Sol was interested, and she bought this lovely Ludwig kit.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, that was
Very lucky boy.
that was my first drum kit that I actually got donated to me by Ludwig, and that was something really special. And this is the kit that I use now. This is actually a Yamaha kit.
Okay.
I'm not sure you can see it.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful color, pretty conventional. But I keep all the timekeeping in front of me, like the ride cymbal and the hi-hat.
I like the way you've arranged everything. I'm thinking that'd be so much more efficient for Sol if he's playing with one hand to keep everything quite clustered together.
Well, here as well is, the hi-hat. Keep the hi-hat really low.
We can't. It's
in relation to the snare drum,
Well, you can build on a kit, or you can have as many as you want. This is called a pocket kit. So this is your starter pack.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. I think I don't know. Maybe another cymbal might good next, or maybe a cowbell.
I think the trick is keeping everything close, keeping it all sort of close. Like I've just got a floor tom, snare drum, and then timekeeping, and the kick drum, of course. But between all of that, I find that I can create all the sounds and all the rhythms that I want to produce. It's not like it was, but as I say, I think the idea of building on something that's unique and embracing that it takes you to a different level, because you're not comparing yourself to arm drummers. You're not comparing yourself to anybody else. You're doing something that only you can do. And I think it's nice to make that switch in your head,
I definitely think, yeah. Sol's got the rhythm in him. If he's not on the drums, he's patting his legs. So he's making music wherever he's sitting. So I think wherever you go, there's something to make noise with. And I think that's definitely in your blood from me, probably.
Yeah.
No, that's so cool. That's so cool.
You're going to do on Sol. I think that we got there. Sounds like that theatrical percussion song.
No, it was great. I actually got in the school orchestra at school, and that was something that was really good for me, because I had to use drums in a way that it created light and shade, and it was good. It was it's a lot more subtle way of playing drums, and I felt as though the experience of playing all different kinds of music was actually really good for my development.
I agree with that. You okay, mate? Good.
So we should arrange to do this again. I'd love to touch base with you guys again. And also what I'd like to do is try to set up, I have a microphone that's I think I can get a better sound. It's always tricky doing loud instruments over Zoom, but I'm just glad I got to see him and you, and I'm just really proud of you guys for doing what you're doing, and helping Sol to discover new parts of himself.
Thank you very much. We're going to be posting lots of updates on YouTube. So we've got a little channel, Ambionics, on the YouTube. Sol's got a small corner of that channel for himself for his computer gaming and drums and karate and stuff. You're photobombing me. So yeah,
brilliant.
Take a seat, dude. Yeah, you go jump on your seat. Anyway. So Rick's kindly said we're going to do another Zoom in the future. So when we've practiced a bit more, use it down. Yeah, we can do another lesson, and hopefully we'll have some microphones, so we'll be able to hear each other a bit better.
Yeah. If if you guys just look at the screen for a second, I'm going to take a snapshot if that's okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You ready? 1, 2, 3. There's one. Let me do one behind the kit.
Oh, awesome. Right, Sal, now you got to do that.
Okay, you ready, Saul? Ready, Ben? 1, 2, 3. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much for your time.
No problem. I'm gonna go and take care of the dog and just do a bunch of non-musician things, and then enjoy your day. And it's a pleasure to meet you guys.
Thank you very much, Rick. Thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to seeing you again. Brilliant. Thank you.
Fantastic. Take care, Saul.
You know.
Bye.
Oh, that was cool.
Bye.
Bye.